Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the probably final episode of Let's Play Telefang. With me once again is...
Please tell me we never have to go back to that previous dungeon ever again.
Thankfully, no. I can guarantee we never have to go back there.
Oh, thank God!
So, I have backtracked a little bit to this village because it has a lab, and we need that. We are going to give Angios all of his evolutions in just like one fell swoop.
Ooh.
I mean, it's really weird. They give you Angios, like, right before the finale, and there's no town or anything with a lab in it that you can use to evolve him, because you need a lab to do it. You can't use any items, or... Actually, you can use one item. We'll get to that. So first, put on the Violent 3, and Angios becomes Angiorn, I guess. And hey, we have all of the lab items, so let's just supercharge him. I don't know why Kai doesn't do this. He would be a much more threatening opponent if he did.
No kidding.
Because Angios and Gymnos, which is the speed equivalent to Angios, they have, here's Angi Lance. They have, 7 forms total.
Oh my lord.
And the Gigaya 00 will give him the final form. Well, not even the final form, because you can use an item afterwards.
You haven't even seen my final form.
Angi Gorgo.
That's a mouthful.
That is a mouthful. Now we need to go all the way to the other side of this village. It's not a big village. Excuse me.
I'm surprised they didn't call the labs Labo or anything like that.
Labo? What?
Well, I don't know if that's just Earthbound I'm talking, but I thought that's how some labs in Japan are called.
No idea. But Angios' final form can be obtained by fusing him with a Gatling gun! And here he is. What a weird looking thing. Angioros. But yeah, there you go.
He's like a living jet plane?
Something like that, I think. Anyways, this is, I did all of that because, now I have to actually get back into Ixos Forest and, go back to the final area of the game. But in the meantime, I suppose I will explain, my reasoning for doing all of that. It's because the next boss is, a monster. If you are playing the game normally and you haven't, supercharged any of your Denju, this is going to get really annoying, because the next boss has, 2 Denju that are Sky-type, which means they're effective against Crypto, and they've got a lot of speed, so they're going to get a lot of turns. It's just not nice.
And I can't help but ask, these upcoming encounters you're talking about, are they Sky-type in both versions?
Yes, they are the same in both versions of the game.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you here. Why does it seem like Speed version is the easier of the two?
Oh my goodness, I looked up so much info on Speed version, and it's actually the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Speed version is definitely easy mode because Gymnos is Mountain type, which is effective against Sky type, so he's actually useful in that battle. And,
Jeez.
your starter is good against Gymnos, so the Kai fights are really easy. And which direction am I going now? South? Yeah, I think so. And another thing is, there are... It's so hilarious. You know what the bootleggers tried to pass off Power version as?
What's that?
Pokemon Diamond. And the funniest thing is, this game has the same problem as the official Pokemon Diamond. Specifically, how Diamond has, only one fire type. That you can catch in the wild. Everyone knows this. So,
right.
In Power version, there's only 1 or 2 mountain types that you can actually find in the wild.
Are we sure these bootleggers just weren't psychic?
I don't know.
But just, jeez. I kind of get a feeling if we did do Speed, it would have helped with a lot of the encounters we had to go through, since a lot of them were Skies.
Yeah. But I'm glad that I did do Power version because, first of all, Crypto was amazing. I actually went on the wiki and sorted all the Denju by their attack values. Crypto's way up there.
Like, we're talking initial form or is evolutions?
It's final evolution, basically.
I see. Oh, that's pretty good, because, yeah, even at the type disadvantage, he does wreck house.
He does. And now Angios here is gonna wreck house. Look at that.
No kidding. It feels good to at least have multiple, like, Denju that you can rely on.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
What? The calls?
Well,
And how
no,
they disable encounters? Because that's still a thing. Okay, here we are.
Well, I'm talking about the direction. You have to go south and north.
Yes. It's different in speed version. So, like, you might be able to just find it out by, I don't know. Anyways, Telefang is one of the only mountain types that you can find out in the wild, so I'm gonna call him up and lead with him. Crypto and Angios will be able to arrive on time.
Alright, sounds good.
Batteries are boring.
You know, they don't do anything by themselves. They gotta put them into stuff to make them more cool.
Mm-hmm. So that antenna tree takes us to the poisoned lake, Myces. I believe Myces comes from Mycenium, so mushroom stuff. Poisoned mushrooms, you know. Watch out, Mario!
Mycelium. Yeah, that poison lake does not look good.
And there's gonna be a bunch of... Oh, not Mummy 4 again.
Oh my god. At least they are changing things up a little.
Yeah, there's actually a bunch of new encounters here, but I think the dungeon has all of them, so I can at least pick them up. I've actually been going the extra mile to try and, like, get as many Denju as I possibly can. For some reason. I'm never gonna 100% this game. So I don't know. Hey, look who it is.
Oh, you're here.
Yes, Seneba's here. Save time. Definitely save here. So, Seneba, what do you want? Your evil scheme ends here. I'm not letting you go any further. Well, he's not going anywhere, Shigeki. Yeah, I've heard this excuse many times. Post-humans.
Post-humans.
I do not want to know what that looks like. So he wants humans to evolve like the Denju, which probably means we're all getting gun arms.
That might sound cool initially, but then you realize you can never eat with a spoon ever again. And I, for one, like eating with utensils.
Your hand is the spoon, obviously.
I don't want to put a barrel into my mouth every time I want to eat something.
Alright, Gentiana. Fast and very powerful. With my setup, this should go fairly smoothly, but the thing is, like, anything can happen in these fights, right?
Considering what we've experienced in the past... Oh.
Oh, look, flight. Well, that means he's doing nothing, so it's okay.
We take those.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, he's got a Mauron. They're exclusive to speed version.
Oh, so he's a dirty cheater.
I guess so. I mean, like, there's trainers with Pokemon that are exclusive to the other version, aren't there?
I guess so, but it's funny how only he has one.
True. Let's see if this does the job. Tessin doesn't have a lot of attack power, but that's a sizable amount of damage.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna go down.
Now, Crypto is good against the Mauron, at least. And another thing is that Mauron has Frostbite.
Oh.
I'm actually gonna hit Dipsicus, because I don't want that Denmo move going off.
Good idea.
Yeah, if they all go for the Denmo moves, then this is ridiculously easy. They're not even hitting. But trust me, if I were at, like, level 50, like I would normally be, and I didn't really have much control over what Denju I could pick, because I hadn't really been leveling anybody, then this would have been far more dangerous.
It almost feels like you have to overlevel just to have a chance.
And also, I supercharged Angios.
That's good.
That's like 5 forms that you have to like, know you can get to, or backtrack in order to get to them. Alright, so I can only hit Malran right now.
Might as well take it.
Yeah, Crypto actually one-shots Malran at this level.
I'm surprised Crypto hasn't had a chance to attack at all.
There he is.
Dude, he has a lot of power, but I can't tell if he's slowing down or not.
Well, he is a power version Denju, not a speed version Denju.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, look at that damage. 34 when you have a disadvantage against a level 60 guy.
Ooh, yeah, that does hurt. Thankfully, he's dead.
Mm-hmm. So I made that look easy. It really isn't if you are not, like, power leveling everybody. Hey, look who's here.
Oh, boy.
This puppet's role has now ended.
Oh, God, we're going there again.
Remember, Yarrow was the one who, found out about the human worlds and probably seduced Sineba into doing everything that he was doing. Also, he could get the Tree of Life. And now he's gonna conquer the worlds, of course.
To quote Gilbert Gottfried, bless his soul, "What an asshole!"
You fool! And yeah, we actually get warped directly inside, because, like, there's this outdoor section and everything, but yeah. Brionne Ruins, the final dungeon of the game.
Okay, let's do it.
Very surprisingly straightforward compared to, like, everything else, but more encounters. Tolbagia.
Huh.
That's a weird-looking one. Grassland, eh?
Alright, I have to ask, though, how many floors?
Oh, you know, like 7 or something, but they're very small at first. They only get, like, labyrinthine at the end.
I'll take that, at least. Better than having the whole damn thing be a labyrinth like the last one.
Yeah, Cactus was not only horrible, they made you do it twice.
And even then, you had to take an alternate path on the way out.
Yes.
If this is basically just a final gauntlet, I'm okay with this. I guess I'm curious what we are to expect in this last leg of the journey.
Just a bunch of Denju loyal to Yarrow, I guess.
Man, I'd be surprised any of them would want to go with that ass.
Well, when you're promised power and influence, you tend to lose all inhibitors. But hey, some of them still want to be our friends.
I was gonna say, and morals. We gotta beat the morality back.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what?
Make him...
Tolbagia, you are... If I can find you in here...
Make him see the folly of their ways.
Yeah, he's already level 61, so this is, like, pretty nice. I think I will have you as my lead.
Sounds good.
Does it like the whooshy noise of the vacuum? Maybe it does. Let's see here. Yeah, there are enemies around here, too.
I assume, considering what they are, there's no more, like, T-Finger encounters here.
Yeah, there's no more T-Fangers, which... Oh, that also means no new recruits off of the fixed encounters, at least. Oh, look, a mummy boar.
Yeah, but also it means no longer full team encounters. It's all just one, like, 3v1s.
That's a good point.
Because I imagine if it's not that bad, it's still a labyrinth at the end of the day.
Hey, level 63 Kryptonite.
Though, I think I will admit, I don't want to, like, clam on the game too much about it. I've been enjoying, like, again, everything here is just really cool. It does feel like a nice blend of, like, you know, a capture monster style game with a top-down puzzle-style game, and I really dig it.
Oh. There's some treasures in here, too. It's actually a lot of lab items.
This far in.
Oh, I'm looking for this one. I want him
This
so
guy's
much.
strong.
It's the evolution of Byakubu.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it. It looks like the same guy, but he wore a bunch of armor now.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it.
Snip, snip, snip.
Ready to cut you with a claw. Oh, wow.
Now, maybe I should bring in Makurus if I manage to recruit him.
Not a bad idea. This guy has a lot of strength to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, crit him at the end.
Overkill.
Ah, no recruit. Oh well.
Yeah, we'll get him.
Okay, this floor is fairly maze-like.
Ugh, no kidding.
Keep going. The stairs. Oh, these encounters.
Yeah, I think I'm getting used to it at this point.
At least I know this one will end fairly quickly if Crypto ever gets a turn. Because this one is not defensive.
We're at a point where we can kind of just get through it.
Wow, these guys really are faster than Crypto.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he doesn't get much of a chance to strike, but I assume, if anything, that's a good sign, because if he does strike, he's probably ready to finish anything off.
Yeah. Your efforts are like trying to sweep a dirt floor. Go back to your own world.
I can't.
We can. I mean, I presume we could just turn tail and go away, but then Yarrow would take over the world. We can't have that.
Oh, that's... Right. That's fair. I also mean, like, remember, we started this adventure by falling a very tall height from the antenna tree in from our own home.
That is true. It does make me wonder. But everybody's got to get back, right? Like, look at how many humans are in this world.
It's true, especially since a lot of them are apparently not of this world. It's like, it's surprising how... I know I've probably mentioned it before, but how the life tree was a new discovery, yet everybody found her in one way or another.
Mm-hmm. Also, apparently Seneva charges adults to enter the Denju world, and I'm like... You're gonna charge the adults, but not the kids.
Cool. Kids don't have money.
Kids don't have money? I guess not. Let's see, what tile did this one start on? All the way over there, huh?
Yeah, so you're going to do the safe trick?
No. I also just don't know how accuracy checks even work, because we know in Pokemon that it's like, you have such and such chance to miss with every move, and it can increase or decrease with specific moves like Double Team and stuff. Oh, hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Huh,
Oh,
maybe I might
hey,
be on something
Angioros
that
levels.
I'll take that. I don't know, maybe that's the key. Maybe it is based on speed.
Also, this area is like the treasure room. It's completely optional, but I have to show you this dialogue. You want to go back? You want to go past here? Over my telefanged body!
What does that even mean?
I have no idea.
Like, I guess it means, like, you have to telefang me for it, but, like, what? You don't die after this. In fact, there's a good chance you're gonna join us after we beat your ass, so, like, what are you trying to tell us?
Oh no, you can't recruit these encounters, remember?
Oh, right. Well, I guess you are dying.
Possibly. Not before he gets, like, one solid hit in.
Well, it's only one. Okay, maybe two. Okay, maybe one.
Nice one,
Okay,
Crypto.
maybe
I wish you went first, all things considered.
I'll just leave the treasure.
Yeah. Oh, hello. By fate, I mean this.
I'm guessing with what the team we have now, we already got one.
Yeah, I've got the heavy hitter in Crypto. I've got the speedster in Angios, and short outdoor area, by the way. Actually, let me check something. Oh yeah, you can open your outdoor map when you're outdoors like this, but indoors you get the indoor map, which seems like it should be obvious. But
that's all the logic.
It's like going outside of the face shrine and ending up in the water rapids.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Instead of just the
really?
one.
That sounds intimidating. That would have been something to face.
Yes.
Also, kind of sad we haven't had any custom ringtones in a while.
Oh yeah, every time I recruit a new Denju, Oh, whoops.
Shoo.
Pest, you say? You look like a pest to me.
Yeah, dragonflies. Yeah, they're cool looking. Apparently they can sting you.
I do like this design. Another, winner. Only found in the final areas of the game. But still.
That's always how it kind of... That's how it kind of is. Like, even some Pokemon games are like that.
I mean, it's not like Gold, Silver restricting the new Ghost type to the final post-game dungeon.
Oh, yeah. That ain't annoying at all.
But hey, at least it's one of the ones that can really help you in that finale.
True. Whew. I assume we didn't mean to go this way.
Yeah, not really. There's just a sickle here.
You never know, we could have too many sickles, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mixed up two sayings again. God damn it.
Alright, I think it's about time that I, swap out my lead Denju, because I'm not sure I like a Tolbagia that much. Well, I'll keep him around.
Kind of hard to say, because, they don't have anything, bad, but they haven't really done much.
What have they got? They had, Invigorate, I think. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so sick of this! No, they don't even have Invigorate, they have Jump.
Jump?
You ever seen a Dragoon in Final Fantasy?
Oh, it's like that?
I guess so.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, if it did anything nice. Let's see, now here is Free Treasure. Titanum, which is important. Not to be confused with Titalium, which is also important.
I can't tell if any of those are mistranslations.
It's a fan translation, how could it be?
There.
Okay, so fans can mistranslate things, but, they did keep all of the Japanese Denju names. They didn't bother, trying to localize any of them, which is fair. And, and probably my preference.
Oh yeah, because honestly, it's amazing how the names actually work in English.
Yeah, so many of them are obscure botanical terms.
I guess that is fair, but even then, they're not, obscure. Kryptonite makes sense with, his design.
Mm-hmm. Hey, speaking of which, I'm sure you would like to learn a little about... Oh, this was a mistake. Okay, I guess we have to say something while we're here. Also, that was recycled dialogue. I mean, the Nagaception theme looks really impressive if that's what it is. I wish there was, official art or something.
I do too. And it makes sense, because, there are things like Ouroboros and all that. Though you wanted to mention something.
Yes, I wanted to mention that make sure you go left at this juncture. But also, I looked into a bit of the game's cut content, so while I look up my map here, I'm going to talk a little about it. There are unused sprites of characters such as Mio and Nerikara that look like they are meant to, oh, that's helpful. It looks like those unused sprites are meant to be for Telefangers, so we might have had the chance to fight Nerikara and Mio in actual Telefangs, which would have been really awesome, but we just end up fighting Suguri out in the overworld, so that doesn't end up happening, and Nerikara never fights.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Since we're this late into the adventure, I was kind of wondering when they'd ever show up again, because like they kind of just showed up early in the story and they just never showed up again, despite the fact they said they're close friends.
Yeah, Mio is seriously underutilized. You talk to her maybe a couple times, and Nerikara, I think Nerikara gets his day in the limelight and then goes off to do his own thing, which is fine.
I guess that's fair. It's just I guess I was just surprised how little they meant to the overall plot. It really feels like we're just one kid with a whole bunch of Denju ready to face off against the world.
There is definitely a Monster of the Week vibe, but that's alright.
I guess that's fair. I guess I was also just kind of... I guess I'm also just used to a lot of games basically giving you, characters to bounce off of, since... You know what it is? It's also just because our main character here actually isn't mute. They speak a lot in this game.
Yeah, they definitely should have a lot more to bounce off of.
Well, not even that. I just mean the fact that, since they spike up, we don't need someone else being a surrogate to their voice, That's how, a lot of games get away with it, is because their characters are mute, so they just have everyone else bounce off of them. Here, though, no. Shigeki speaks a lot, so he doesn't need a lot of characters to bounce off from.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So I guess that kind of does answer that.
Another bit of cut content is that you remember the Super Game Boy, do you not?
Of course.
There was going to be a Super Game Boy border for this game, but it was ultimately disabled in the end, and I kind of regret that because the graphic for it has been ripped. So I could, in theory, put the border over it as I'm playing. I did that for the Pokemon Gen 2 games. Actually, I did that for all the Pokemon games I've played. So, I wish I had remembered that a lot sooner.
Yeah, because I know by this point you already have at least, a few episodes out, so it'd be a little weird to just retroactively do that now.
Yeah, it's fine, though. It's not the worst thing in the world.
I guess I wonder if you're at least going to show it off at some point.
Yeah, I could pop it up on screen at least once. It's not like you're missing much in these incredibly drawn-out battles.
Fair. I was going to say maybe in the post-episode you mentioned.
If I do one. I'm thinking, I could probably knock out some post-game stuff here and now while you're here.
I wouldn't be against it. I mean, we discussed we want to do shorter episodes, but the last one ended up being so long anyways.
Yes, it's simply because, the last dungeon really was a drag. Give me that Denju already, I want him so bad.
The fact we've had this many encounters with him. Okay. Now this place is starting to give me Death Mountain vibes.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. And, you remember how the lead up to Ganondorf's room has that long carpet?
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, one of these.
Huh. Might as well. See, Kirigeki has a gold sprite, but something was bothering me about it. I just realized their outline is completely not colored, and it kind of contrasts a bit too much.
The outline isn't colored.
Well, look at, Angioro's compared to it.
Oh, you mean,
you can...
the outline is not always black, you mean? Something like that?
Well, yeah, in its case, it completely is black, and it's kind of distracting, all things considered.
Okay. Now we need to set up here. I think what I'm gonna do is bring in Ciope one last time, because I think it would take a while for Ciope to show up. So better call her in directly.
I'm just trying to not say anything at this point.
About Ciope?
Yeah. And, like, I'm trying to at least think of something nice to say, and nothing comes up.
This is not the time for a cheery tune. Najiro, what? Make sure not to get lost, okay? Najiro.
What the hell, my dude?
Okay, did I save? I did save.
You did save, but it's good to. It's always good to double save.
Mm-hmm. Yarrow is here, but he's already given himself a supercharge from the Tree of Life. Which means he's evolved. He wants to be God, of course.
Worlds. What are you rambling on about?
This is a little bit generic for a final villain, but okay.
Darwinism. Social Darwinism, of course.
Behold Doomsday. Or as the bootleg calls him, Domesday.
Oh my god. Also, it's extremely hilarious in hindsight, considering all the fake Pokemons over the years, and one of them was Doomsday.
Oh, really?
Not this exact sprite, but the idea. Also, did he just say, "I will send you to hell"?
Yes. Also, he's got a Denmo move, which I would feel is threatening if I couldn't just Frost Breath him, and now I'm going to be doing extra damage.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to be stunning him in any way.
He's got a lot of... Oh, he's actually strong against Angioros, which is probably not good, but no problem. If I stun him, then it's going to like get rid of the Frostbite, and I do not want that. Because you just can't do all that much damage without it, but you can do quite a lot. Oh my goodness, this is the most... This is awful. He went for the Denmo move, and it's completely ruining him.
He really wanted to say send us to hell, thinking the charge is all he needs!
That's one for the most pathetic final boss in gaming history. Okay, there's probably...
A goddamn crit!
As long as the Tree of Life exists, Denju like me will always come to be. This doesn't mean I've been done in. I shall return, and yeah, blah, yada, yada, yada.
It's over.
I busted up their plans for good.
Yo.
I feel like Crypto should be here. This is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, instead we just have this asshole next to us. What is it with me calling everyone assholes this time?
Whoa, the great Mio praising me? That's... I don't know, kind of gross. Stop that. I sure hope he gets mentioned in the sequel.
Oh god, if he didn't.
I'm gonna make all the friends!
I'm gonna... Go ahead, everyone telefang me!
Everyone telefang me!
Oh gosh. Shigeki, that is such a my line, stop that!
Yes! Denji designed Psycho Takaki. Just gotta shout her out one more time.
Comic Bonbon.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man, well, that concludes the main story of Telefang, but there is a post-game.
And record time, too.
Mm-hmm.
That curious to see what this post game has.
Not a lot. It's not as substantial as, like, some of the later generations of Pokemon. It's about as substantial as Gen 1, unfortunately. But, you know, it is what it is.
There's still something to it.
It's still something, yes. Has the sound team come up in the credits yet? I didn't pay attention.
I don't think so. Just mostly a lot of editorial stuff.
Mm-hmm. Is it looping? I thought we saw this already.
No, a lot of it was just editorial. This is now graphics.
Okay.
There it is, sound design. So it should be coming up.
Yeah, one of those three, I think, was the Castlevania composer. I would recognize the name if I saw it, I think.
There's special thanks.
Pure Sound. Always thank Pure Sound.
Probably someone's nickname.
Tulunk being the website that this patch came from, by the way. This is probably the patch credits. Rachel Briggs!
Oh.
Who I just found out is an artist for Monster Crown.
Really now?
Yeah. Koromon, Monster Crown, Keitai Denju Telefang.
English voiceover kids.
Blaziken257, a name you might have heard a lot in some circles.
That I have. Yeah, because this is, like you said, essentially the patch guys.
Well, I gotta give all of you guys shout-outs for creating a full translation of one of the Diamond in the Rough games on the Game Boy Color. There's not enough of those. So any contribution is welcome.